Hello everybody, I am Krishna Prasad. I am better known as RKP. My full name has been abbreviated into just 3 letters. Krishna Prasad is just called RKP now. I am senior faculty of English. I have more than 40 years of work experience teaching English, different aspects of English to students, aspirants who are looking for success in various competitive exams, starting from CAT to downwards. I have worked for many premier institutes. I am now associated with Anil Nair classes. I am just going to give you a small idea about verbal ability. You will find this in every exam that you write. Okay? I am just going to give you an idea about that. Please understand this. Whether we like it or not, English language is necessary, right? Knowledge of English is vital to everybody. Sir, what do you mean by knowledge of English? What is it that you can provide to us? Will be the question, right? See, what are the different aspects of verbal ability in any exam for that matter, right? It might be CAT, it might be CSAT, it might become bank exams, it could be service commission, it could be anything. What are the various aspects of English that will be tested? Number 1. Secondly, why is it that students are slightly afraid of this language? What is it that they face there, right? What are the problems they face there? And how we are going to help you in case you land up with us. See, I've trained more than maybe 60,000 students, more than that, I don't have a count, in 40 plus years of my teaching experience. But finally what I've noticed is that each student has his or her own problem as far as verbal ability is concerned in every exam, or even while trying to communicate, to converse, to talk to people. Okay. Now you see this. What are the major aspects? Every exam is going to test your communicating ability in English language. Every exam. They are not going to test your knowledge of English literature, right? Kindly understand. Literature is something different. Nobody is interested whether you know something about Shakespeare's works or maybe the poems of John Keats or William Wordsworth or anything. No. How comfortable are you, right, in communicating your ideas in this language? So, what are the issues that you should think of? Number 1, fundamentally, you should know how to structure sentences. Correct sentences. Sir, how do we do that? Of course, that's where I will be personally responsible. How to structure, right? I am going to take all the classes of every aspect dealing with verbal ability and critical reasoning. Perhaps something about group discussions and interviews also. We are trying, from Anil Nair classes, we are trying to offer a comprehensive package, so that you will feel comfortable when you go to any exam or when you face a group discussion or when you face an interview. Aspects of verbal ability, fundamentally, first problem for students is vocabulary, words. Sir, how to learn and remember words? I try to study, sir. I pick up words. I try to mark them up. But after 2 or 3 days, the word looks familiar to me, but I am not able to make out the actual meaning. It's not coming back to me. So how should I master this? There are some methods. There is something like a grouping method. There is something like the root prefixes and suffixes method. There is something called the usage method. I will personally look into that, like I said, that you are given the best of knowledge in using these methods to learn words and to remember words. But one thing that I should tell you is, basically you should have some reading habits, because you should stay in touch with the language. Merely listening to a person is not going to make you great. You must be associated with this language. Okay? So at least read a start. If you have not started so far, kindly start reading a good newspaper in English. Okay? That will help you. In addition to that, we will give you inputs about how to learn words, different methods, easier ways, simpler ways of mastering vocabulary. Okay, sir. We will try. Okay, fine. I will teach every method to the last detail, right? And I'll give you a word bank, everything, right? Now you see, sir, what do you mean by this method? Let me tell you one small example. All of you, by virtue of your association with this language, for the past 15 to 16 years of your education, you have been associated with this language. All of you have some word bank, right? Otherwise, when I speak in English, you would not understand what I am saying. So you have some basic vocabulary. But these exams go a step higher. That means this language, English, depending on the intensity of the meaning of the word, the word keeps changing. See, for example, I have told you something about a grouping method. Let me give you a small example. Supposing you are reading something, you come across a word like penurious. Penurious. Sir, what is this word? In grouping method, when you come across a word like penurious, what should you do? You must have something called a dictionary. You open the dictionary and check out the meaning. The dictionary tells you poor, garib, Aji, poor, poor. All of you know the word poor. He's a poor man, it's a poor family. Everybody knows poor people. So you must have a notebook in which you write the head word as poor. That's the head word, underline that. Under that you write penurious. Okay? Leave it there. Okay? Later on you are reading something else. You come across a word like impecunious. Oh yeah. Again you check the dictionary. Poor, very poor. See, while the intensity keeps changing, the word keeps changing, but the basic meaning will be the same. So, you add this impecunious to this group under poor. Like this, you keep making groups. Okay. You'll be surprised to see that you know the meaning of most of these so-called difficult words. Okay. People call it difficult words. I don't believe in that expression. There are only two types of words, those you know and those you don't know. Right? Once you get to know the word, that's it. It becomes simple to you. It becomes easier. Okay? So please understand, like this, we will put you onto different methods. My long years of experience will certainly be helpful to you. Because I have met students across the country who come from different backgrounds, different cultures, different mother tongues. Well, for all of them, English is a foreign language throughout the country. So words, vocabulary, we will do our best, no issue. But it should be supported by your effort. Number one. Secondly, okay sir, you will help us, we will try to learn words. God bless. After that, is it enough to communicate if we simply know words? No. You should be able to make correct sentences. That is where grammar comes in. Grammar comes in. Right? Everyone thinks that English grammar is something difficult and all that. It is not. What are the types of errors that can be given? See, in brief, entire English grammar can be put under just parts of speech. Every word that you use in a particular sentence will come under some part of speech or the other. That's it. Okay? Every word. Okay. So please understand this. Beautiful girl. Beautiful adjective, girl is a noun. So what are the 8 parts of speech? Just 8 of them. That's all. Right? But you should master the rules, right? The principles guiding the correct use of different parts of speech. What are verbs? Under verbs, what are tenses? What is a question tag? See, People talk like this now, Babu. You saw the movie, no? Huh? What is that sentence? You saw the movie, no? First thing is you don't see a movie. You watch a movie. Right? Usage, correct words. And what is this no? Where did it come from? You watched the movie, didn't you? That last part, no. This is a problem that students face because obviously all of us think in the mother tongue and then translate it into English. आप वो movie देखे ना? ये ना जो है ना. It is translated as it is. No? Right? आओ ना, come no. Chi. Right? Is this language? Okay. So, what is the correct use of verbs? Under verbs, tenses, question tags, this aren't you, didn't you. These are called, which you attach at the end of a sentence. They are called question tags. You will get questions dealing with them. So, nouns, pronouns, verbs, under verbs, tenses, right? Use of different helping verbs. What is has, what is have, what is had, okay? What are do, does, did, where do you use them? What is difference between will and shall? Okay, these small helping verbs, right? Then question tags, then subject-verb agreement. What is subject-verb agreement? Why is it that you are not supposed to say, I is going? I am giving you a simple, the example might sound very silly, but when you get deeper into this, come to us, I will show you. I will show you what the language is. I will show you what my experience has made me. Okay. I have been useful to thousands of students. Perhaps, God willing, I should be useful to a few more. So, I is going. Why is it wrong? Because I is the subject, performer of action. Right. Is does not go with first person, I. So, what should I say? I am going. Why should I say this? That we will explain. These are basics. See, it is like this. You must have basic knowledge. You must be very strong at your basics. You may write CAT, you write GRE, you write bank exams, you write any exam. If your basics are strong, no one can do anything to you in English language. So 8 parts of speech, noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, interjection, right? What are they? Okay? How to use them? See, I don't blame people, young people like you. Perhaps schooling also matters. What you are taught at school matters. Unnecessary words are used. Right? Like people write a letter in which they write, respected sir. What do you mean by that? Have you ever thought? You were taught to write respected sir, and so you write. You just blindly believe the teacher. Sir itself means giving respect. See, if you see a professor or someone, how do you wish that person? Good morning, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Good evening, sir. Good night, sir. Do you say good morning, respected sir? No. Unnecessary words should not be used. Right? So some of my boys say, when I'm teaching vocabulary, giving them words, they say, sir, please repeat again. That's again a wrong thing. Repeat itself means do something again. Sir, please repeat. Finished. Right? Please understand this. This is basic knowledge. If you keep your ears open, listen to people around you, look around, read the advertisements or boards and all that, you will find terrifying mistakes. Right? Words often confused, stationary, N-E-R-Y, N-A-R-Y, usage errors. These are called usage errors. So first you have to learn vocabulary, different aspects from various angles, right, which we will teach you. Next, you will have to learn grammar, which again, right from basics, I'll take you through the whole grammar, okay, entire grammar. Third aspect of verbal ability, which is even more significant, is reading comprehension. You are given a passage. Of course, the length of the passage, the content of the passage depends on the standard of exam, right? So the CAT passages, for example, or CSAT, they'll be heavy, stronger passages, right? Now, Certain other exams may have very small short passages followed by questions and options. You are just expected to read and understand. Comprehension means understand. But here also people face problems because first thing is reading. Yeah? When you don't have general habits of reading, your eyes, your mind is not related to the language. Okay. You must stay in touch with this language, gain some knowledge over different things, basic knowledge. I am not saying that you should read heavy philosophy and all that. Basic things. What does this concept mean? That's it. Okay. So, what are the things you should read and all? And how we can help you is part of my verbal ability course with Anil Nair's classes. How to improve reading speed. Sir, I read very slowly. One problem. Sir, I read once and I am forced to read the second time. It is consuming more time. Thirdly, sir, I am not able to understand the question. And after that, I am not able to understand the options. All these issues, which I have actually seen the problems faced by students, right? Whatever is their background, what all I have seen, right? I have documented them. I have prepared enough material to help boys and girls to face reading comprehension, simpler methods to solve questions, even if the passage is strange to you. You never heard of such content, right? Supposing the passage is talking something about philosophy, right? Some religious philosophy. Yeah. Well, you don't know something about that. It's talking something about, let us say, Buddhism, Hinayana, Mahayana, right? I mean, when we talk about such things, you may not be familiar. I don't expect people who are in their just 20s and all to be familiar with all kinds of things in the world. But I will provide you with that familiarity. Different aspects. In brief, what do they mean? That's enough. Okay? Once you know the concept, let him give this long passage here, no problem. If you know how to ride a bike, distance does not matter. You will know how to handle the traffic once you get used to the bike, right? Once you get used, in the beginning you may totter fine this way, that way, but slowly, as you ride more and more, that's it. Practice makes a man perfect. You understand? So please remember this, reading comprehension. So, verbal ability major components are vocabulary, different types of words often confused, their usage, whatever. How to learn words, okay. Then grammar, various aspects of grammar, how to structure sentences correctly, right. Then reading comprehension, how to handle passages. All this will be done personally by me with the support of my experience for the past 40 plus years, teaching so many students. Because I have seen quite a lot of boys and girls struggling and wrestling with English language. No. English is far easier when compared to Indian languages. I am telling you the frank truth. Because grammar particularly in Indian languages is very complicated. Right? Almost every Indian language, grammar is slightly complicated. English, there's nothing here. Okay, there are just 8 parts of speech, Once you master them, things associated with them, that's it. Yeah? We are there. Okay. The only thing in the world is that you must have the intention and the interest to learn, to make your career. We are only tools. See, a teacher is like a ladder. He is not an escalator. I will offer you intellectual support. I will provide you with all knowledge. You should practice those knowledge, right? Have enough practice. Start using that knowledge. Start solving questions from various papers. Okay? Apply that. And when you get doubts or whatever, right? Sir, you taught us this, but still I have this doubt. You are most welcome to get back to me. Right? Please remember this. I will clear your doubt. Whatever is your doubt. No problem. Is that clear? Right? Added to this will be one aspect which is part of certain exams, critical reasoning, which requires logical thinking. Yeah, there are aspects of critical reasoning, like you must know concepts like what is an assumption, what is an inference, what is a conclusion, what is a premise, right? What is problem solving, this kind of thing. I will provide you with knowledge of that also. But of course, it is not part of every exam. But since we offer a comprehensive course, we will provide you with that knowledge. So that when you take any exam, you will remember, look, Anil Nair's classes, that old man taught us, RKP, taught us, okay? You will learn this, okay? You will remember me, okay? So please understand this. We are here to help you. We are here only to help you. If you are interested, you are welcome, okay? Come, let's all learn together, okay? Good luck.